Yo, what is up, guys? Silverleafeon here, back with another video for you guys, and today we're gonna be doing some more soccer spirits. Now, normally I do on the weekends, draws for gotcha, but I've already done that a little bit. I didn't have that much premium tickets, and I was kind of just trying to get materials so I could start 7-starring more players. But today we're gonna be going into the Galaxy League. Now, actually, currently I'm waiting a little bit to get to the 5-star league so that we can start testing our team out there. I have a new 5-star team that I'm actually trying to test out right now that I'll show you guys later on. It's not done yet, but it's gonna be a thing. I also need to still finish my layout that I have right now with soccer spirits thing. I got Selena on the side right there, and yeah. But today we're gonna be trying to go into the Galaxy Arena and go against a couple of teams here. Now, with my current Ardor team, I've been upgrading a little bit. It's been going actually pretty well. I actually got 3 new unique stones that I made. So I got Ronia right now with, Blazing Bloom. So we increased her attack power by 50, critical rate by 35, penetration or steal. And then we also gave her the substat with the stone that she is hiding. So we combined Blazing Essence with the Adjustment Radiance, and that's kind of the substat we got. So that's the substat we got on her. Pretty really good for her. She's kind of there for reflect damage, and I just had her since the beginning, and I finally get to actually use this stone and showcase it. So we increase attack power by 40 and decreases incoming damage by 15 with the attack of being attacked. Then of course we got some pretty good substats. So we got penetration power, steal, max HP, and reflexes. Then we're also, of course, just running Seething Abyss to gain back some HP and crit damage. And then reflect damage with this, because every time we get attacked, we get 35% attack power. So every time we are attacked, we get 70% attack power, and our max HP is also pretty high. So we also got some pretty good substats on these, with penetration power, receiving pass effect, incoming damage reduction, defense, and steal with that. And we also got one right here where we got steal some more. She just got a lot of steal on her substats, and it's just really, really good. But moving on to one of our strikers here, the PvP queen herself, Sharr, one of my favorite characters. We got Ancient Dragon's bone on her, so we got penetration power and crit rate by 15. And then we also got, Wind Caller substats, so increases damage dealt to goalkeepers by 20%, which is really, really good. Her substats aren't the greatest, critical resistance, max HP, dribble is pretty good, but dribble and critical rate are pretty much the only two good ones she has. Max HP is okay, but you don't really need that much HP on a striker, because they're kind of just there to deal the damage. We also added a new player to our team. We used to actually run a double passer front, but today, after finally the event was over, I got now a 30 SPU fully max affirmed Yong with teamwork of attack power, which is pretty good since he's an attacker. And then his stone set, we've got critical damage, increases speed by 20%. We got a steel stone on him. We also got cooperative defense to kind of try and block them from getting out of our front line. And we're also running endlessly burning matter, which decreases the critical rate of enemies within the position by 12 and increases damage our attacks do by 12% basically. We also got penetration power, max HP, some pass, which is pretty good, dribble, and reflexes. So he's kind of there just above my pass right there with his active skill, which is really, really good. Keeping the ball, increases attack power by 130, pass effect by 130 of the allies within the position for 5 minutes. And then you also got, his, other passive that is pretty good for the one. So recovers action bar by 10, HP by 15 of the allies currently in the silent position when attacked, and recover action bar will not go over 80. But other than that, he's pretty decent at the front line, and we're still running, of course, Elaine, who is really, really good, with Ancient Sight, we could use that. Also increasing attack power by critical rate, 25 with allies. And then we also increased the pass effect and attack power by 15. Just really, really good stuff. And then, of course, she has her own selfish passive right there, so increases reflexes by 100 and incoming damage by 25. Now, I know she's not used mostly, because there's better units you could use at the front line, like, Riddell is a pretty good one if you're using Kieran and all that, but, I kind of just play with the players that I like and just go with it. Our stone set's pretty, standard. You got Ignition Catalyst, so she'll move first. Pass effect, by 25, which is really good. She also got some pretty good action speed, critical resistance, pass, steal, HP. Then we also got 2 pass stones, generate spirit and everything like that. And a steal stone so that we can keep stealing the ball once we shoot and all that stuff. And then of course we also got Melisa, almost got her to 30 SBU. And stone set she is running on herself right now is, Emperor from Karanu. I hope I said that right. So increases passive effect by 35%, increases critical rate by the allies in the position by 10%, which is really, really good. Then we got action speed, penetration power, which isn't the best. Decreasing incoming damage is pretty good, and passive effect is not that good. I'll have to probably change your properties when I get a chance to. But the counter attack is just really, really good because we could, increase our spirit by a lot. We increase our pass with that, decrease incoming damage. We got dribble, defense, action speed. Just really, really good there. And then our goalkeeper, we actually changed to Spirit Stone. And now we have a legendary unique stone on where we have Philosopher's Dream. So that's basically, what is it? I forgot what it was. So we got the Philosopher's Stone on him. And then we're also running, because we used, I think, hold on, I'm pretty sure, because the stone set we used on him was actually, where's that stone? Because I know when I was using the legendary unique stone, I was actually combining it using, Presti's Clockwork, and I also used, where is it? Blessing of Mother Earth. Not like the stone, but the original stone that you're seeing here. I used that stone. So yeah, that's the, that's the substat we got. So decreases damage by enemy penetration into stealth. No, hold up. Maybe we did. It was crit rate by 25, so that might have been Presti's Clockwork that we got to use there. Hold on. I think that's Presti's Clockwork that we're using right now as a substat. Increases critical damage resistance by 35. I think that's Presti's Clockwork. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to remember which substat it was while I'm trying to explain this team. So hold on a minute. Let's go to the book here. Because I know I used Presti's Clockwork. Let's see. Okay, that's decreased. That's inflicted damage for 25. So it has to Presti's Clockwork. I'm pretty sure it is because it's just crit damage. Yeah, so yeah, it's Presti's Clockwork substat. Okay, just making sure of that, because I didn't want to mix those two up while I was trying to explain my team. But yeah, Philosopher's Stone with, Presti's Clockwork, which is pretty good. Crit resistance is really, really good. Damien, unfortunately, he ignores crit, which is why I wanted to kind of have, damage decrease, but critical resistance is still pretty good against, stuff like, William, if people use that. Miri's pretty crit rate. He kind of dies a little bit, stuff like Kieran and Damien, but other than that, he got pretty decent, stones here. So, got decrease the inflicted damage by 13, co-op defense by 10, and then we also got, max HP, the usual double dark stone stuff that you'd be putting on goalkeepers. And then, moving on, we also are running Mei Jiho, kind of using the standard. I don't know if this is standard or not, but we're using Fly Neo-Human, just basically the whole purpose of my backline right now is to break out of the backline. That's kind of how we do this. We also got Force of Spirits here, so increases damage to enemies on the vertical line received by 10%. All that good stuff. But well, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much for the rest of my team. Got Choi here, kind of standard. Chicken Heart Thunder. He's just there to get to the frontline buff with his active and all that good stuff. I'll probably have to go more in depth with this team when I get a chance to, but without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do a couple of matches. Sorry it took so long, explaining the team and everything like that, but I really want to, show you guys what I got so far, especially since I haven't really been doing a lot of matches on here recently. It's been mostly draws. I want to be able to get into more of the PvP kind of content, or PvE in this case, because, we're not going to be going against actual players, and Peter's going to be doing it for him a little bit. But yeah, this is going to be our first match here, and I hope you guys enjoy.
내 앞에서 악행을 하니?
강해.
너희만 기쁘다면 적당히 하겠다는 거야?
한번 달려보. 이렇게 하면 되겠지.
배후를 밝히겠어. 타고 흐르는 땀. 그렇게 보면 무엄한 녀석 화낼 거다. 이 다리로 징벌해주마. 아쉽네요. 다음 기회를 노려보렴.
가라, 이들의 힘이 되어주세요.
결과가 보이는군.
날 넘어서야 할걸.
잠시만 시간을
하지만
벌어주세요.
당연한 결과야. 어때? 각오는 됐어?
강해.
이겼어! 날 넘어서야 할걸. 나에게 정말 날개가 있다면 바로 지금! 흥이 깨졌으니
우리야.
책임져.
현실이야. 더 자고 싶은데.
2초, 3초. 아! 고개 돌렸어!
몇 초나 잔 거지?
아무 해독 완료. 실패? 난 그런 거 몰라. 아무 해독 완료. 이런 더위 따위 있게 해주지! 더 있어 탈지도 못하니 나약해!
불타오른다는 건 이런 거지.
뜨거운 태양은 질색이야.
공에 집중해.
아! 고개 돌렸어! 집게 실력이 제법인가? 에스퍼?
한번 달려보. 꿈이야, 현실이야.
Alright, so that match pretty much went a little crazy, but we overall did take the dub. You know, at the end, you know, with Death Queen stealing the ball, that kind of threw me off a little bit. But at the end of the day, you know, we still was able to, you know, kind of do a little bit of damage to the point where we could steal with Melisa of all characters, you know, got that counterattack, and was able to kill off the goalkeeper and shoot with Yong. You know, Yong was kind of like the clutch at the front line. You know, you kind of saw him there. You know, he wasn't getting pinned through at all. The ball wasn't getting stolen. You know, he was kind of just there taking the hits. You know, my backline with Geo was just doing good too. You know, with the Flight and Neo Human, we were just able to break through our midline and just, you know, get the ball to the front line again. Really good props to the person who made that team. You know, pretty good team right there. But now we're gonna go to our second match here, and let's see. Let's go ahead and challenge this character right here, Nick McGuffin. Alright, so McGuffin right here seems to be running monolight, you know, pretty standard stuff back here. You got the K and everything, you know. Now, this is a little interesting here, you know. I don't really see people using Latios much. You know, they're kind of running the Sharr and all that. No legendary uniques or anything that I've seen so far, but, you know, they're using Sephiroth, actually, Korean Sephiroth. I actually like that skin. You know, I wasn't a big fan of Sephiroth in the beginning, but, you know, hey, the skin looks nice. But, you know, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this match and see what happens. You know, from what I'm seeing here, you know, she's going to be shooting in the middle, so I'm gonna move my Jiho away. I want Death Queen to be able to take that, because I want Jiho to be able to move to my front line, so I don't need her getting killed off.
내가 어설펐어?
이 정도는 기본 아이가. 축구는 기술 아니겠나? 배후를 밝히겠어.
한번 이렇게 하면 되겠지?
그렇고 그래서 외계인에게 세상을 넘겨줄 순 없지. 그렇게 보면
나한테 정면 승부라니.
아닐 거다.
바보야.
이 몸 만족스럽지 못하구나.
Alright, so I don't know about you guys, but that pass from, Melisa after, Yonghi's buff was pretty insane, She's not even at max HP, SPU, she's at 26 SPU right now. And she got a 44k pass, off of Yonghi's active, combined with her pass, pass effect. And that's pretty wild, I wasn't expecting that much, but, Melissa's kind of broken as it is. Overall, we didn't really have that much trouble with that team, It was kind of just run in there, get the front line off, and then just, get that pass, get the Yonghi off. Now, one thing I do mostly when I go to the 5-star league is I kind of, take off Elaine's skill points so that she doesn't use her active, because you want to be able to get the Yonghi combo with Melisa in order to deal a lot of damage. And sometimes, the AI will actually use Elaine's active when you don't want them to, screw everything up. So, moving on to our third match here, and this will probably be the last match we do here for a minute. Let's see. I want to go against, let's see. Let's go against, what is this, Mono Dark? Let's see what we can do against Mono Dark. If this is Mono Dark, anyways. I'm pretty sure it looks like it's going to be Mono Dark. Okay, no. Dark Whirlwind. Okay, that's pretty good here. They're running a Celestia at the midline. Pretty standard there. She's gonna be really, really tanky to be able to blast it, Ooh, this has actually got a Miri at the front, Nazriel, Elsie Tusa. Okay, this is looking like a pretty good match here, Their team ability is lower, though it does not matter that much. And they are actually running an Alice at the back line, which is pretty... I wonder if they're just running her for... That's a little weird there. I don't know what the Alice is there for, but this is looking like a pretty interesting team here. So let's go ahead and get into this. They're running actually a Jin in the back line as their goalkeeper. And I haven't seen Jin being used in a while, but he did get buffed, which is pretty good.
내 앞에서 악행이라니? 전략으로 상대해주지.
강해.
너희만 기쁘다면 그걸로 적당해야겠다는 거야? 배후를 밝히겠어. 그렇고 그래서 너 같은 루자는 사탕 받을 자격 없어.
깜짝이야. 꿈이니까 이렇게 하면 되겠지?
신성한 고대 엘프의 염원으로 그분과 함께 돌아갈 거야. 반드시. 참을 수 없었어. 기운을 불어넣어드리죠. 잡을 게 필요할 거야. 꽉 잡아.
좋아, 받아주지.
제대로 뛰어볼까? 반드시 이것만은! 이걸로 끝인가? 해볼까? 이번 기회 놓치지 않겠어! 방해하지 마! 제대로 뛰어볼까?
마음에 안 들면 밟아버리겠다. 미션 스타트. 정보는 충분히 모인 것 같군. 암호 해독 완료. 스페셜 에이전트 스킬. 암호 해독 완료. 2초, 3초. 외계인에게 세상을 넘겨줄 순 없지. 소녀가 나서보긴.
이 늙은이에게 전력 승부는 아니겠지.
이 만족스럽지 못하군.
All right, so that game was pretty interesting too. Miri was a pretty good contendant for trying to test out how tanky Lucian was actually. And he took his the first shot pretty well, honestly. As far as I'm concerned with the whirlwind and Ardor, we had a little bit of a type advantage, but at the same time, Miri is a really powerful striker. Even though she did get turned down a little bit, she is still a really powerful striker, and that game went really, really well. I don't know what the Alice was for in the corner, me personally, but as usual, the team did pretty well. Yong, he was holding on in the beginning for a second. I thought he was gonna be able to active his active, be able to hold off the what was that? Frick. Was that not Black Ivy? Frick. Well, I can't remember the names of some of these characters, especially since I used some of them. Hold on. Hold on a minute. I have her right here somewhere, right here, because I'm using her on one of my teams actually. Okay, yeah. Silk, yeah, that's what it was. He was almost able to hold off Silk a little bit, but unfortunately she did pin through. And then Victoria actually needs to switch her stone set. Right now, Victoria is actually holding, Guardian Red Flame, which it's a pretty decent stone, but it's not really that good. Increases attack power by 60, receiving critical damage. It's pretty okay, but at the end of the day, you want to be able to hold on to the ball or counterattack. So I might throw on something like Terranox's Blood, or who knows. But you guys can leave your comments down below what I could throw on Victoria in the future. I also need to finish her teamwork. She has reflexes, which is pretty good. I was gonna throw a tap power on her, but I figured she need more reflexes to be able to counterattack, get the ball back up to the front line. But overall the team did pretty good. She doing his job, be able to get to the front line, revive my back line, whoever got killed off, and then just keep the ball rolling. That 5K pass though, Melisa is a pretty strong passer. It doesn't matter what setup you use, she is pretty good at 30 SPU overall. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for the video. Sorry if I took a little bit long explaining my team and everything like that. I'll probably go more in depth with my team in a later video, once I am able to fix a couple of things and just finish off what I'm trying to get done. I'll also show you guys my 5-star team that I'm making right now. Currently, for the 5-star league, it's a new team that I'm using now, and it's gonna be pretty okay in my opinion. It's not gonna be anything broken or anything like that, but it's gonna be pretty unique. And that's the thing I like about the 5-star league in general, is that you can use any 5-star character. You get to see characters that you wouldn't see if you were to use legendaries. Legendaries, like in this, in the Galaxy League, you'd be able to mostly see like legendary comps, like just 12 legendaries and maybe a 5-star here or there, but it's mostly just legendaries. And in the 5-star league, you get to see so many unique teams. I just love it so much. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and without further ado, this is going to be the Evolutionary Eevee signing off. Peace, I hope you have a good day.